Good morning, guys. It is currently 7:45 p.m. and just woke up, feeling fresh, feeling great. About to go hit Pilates, and then I'm gonna, get myself some avocado breakfast.
And what's it called?
Kiss like claw.
I don't think that's what it is.
Oh my god, I'm dead. This little girl knows what's up.
So today I will be talking about men. Performative men. Specifically, performative and nonchalant men. Now, I have a lot to talk about this episode because I have been dealing with some bullshit from these men for Lord knows how long. So let me just dive straight into it, okay? What defines a nonchalant man and a performative man? But let's start off nonchalant. What defines a nonchalant man in my eyes? First of all, let me get this clear. Let me get this straight out of the way. You better listen up. Perk those ears up and listen up. If you are trying to be nonchalant, you're chalant. And that's all I have to say. You are not cool if you do not have an opinion. And I'm about to put it right there in front of you. So if you feel uncomfortable, if you're like, is she talking about me? Is this fucking play about us? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's about you. I cracked my wrist. I hope you didn't hear that. Nonchalant. You're probably wearing Rick Owens. I'm sorry. You listen to SD Kid and Fake Mink. You probably hate a lot of minorities, but you act like you don't because why the hell would you ever act like that? The only thing you talk about is, I don't really know, bruh. Shit, type shit. I don't really know. I mean, life been tough. Probably gonna hit the gym. There you go. Point number 2, gym. You probably always hit the gym. You probably think you're the shit because you hit the gym. Oh, you have muscles? At the age of 17? You're amazing. You're a champ. You deserve a medal. Right. Shove that medal right up your ass. Because listen to what I'm about to say. You are not nonchalant. If you're trying to be nonchalant, you have lost the whole point of being nonchalant. Nonchalant is just effortlessly, I lost my breath. It's just effortlessly being calm and cool and collected. You see this? I'm not a nonchalant person because I'm not calm, cool, or collected. I am very passionate and angry about a lot of stuff in this society. So I don't call myself nonchalant. But why do you feel like you need to call yourself nonchalant? When damn well the only thing nonchalant about you is how fake you are.
Huh?
Does that even make sense? That probably doesn't make sense. Don't think about that too long. Moving on. You just rock all black, baggy, or flared, because flared jeans is suddenly now the new kind of gay but not gay version of fashion nowadays for men. You listen to, and I hate to admit it, SD Kid and Fake Mink, because listen, me and them, I love these guys, but no, they just attract the wrong type of fan base. You don't read books because education is not important to you. The only thing that's important to you is making sure that you devote your life into acting nonchalant. Yeah. If you're feeling uncomfortable, if you feel like a little, someone's watching you, you feel a little paranoid, yeah, that's good because I am watching you. I am, and I know what you're up to. And you should be put on a restraining order from every woman. Every woman. Okay? Now that we got that out of the way, okay, and we realized that nonchalance is actually not nonchalant. That was a short definition. I'm probably going to go in deeper later. Or if I record too much, I'm not gonna. Now I want to move on to the next definition, what I define as performative men. And this has been a huge little debate or discussion or a meme online. It's not a meme for me. It is a reality. Now let me get into it with you guys. Performative, you would think like matcha, reading a book about feminism, hating the patriarchy, or at least hating the patriarchy because in definition men don't really understand what that is until you've become a woman, which is kind of difficult for you guys to do. And just wearing baggy, but then lighter colors like beige, dark academia or light academia, the whole I'm afraid of women, I love cats. Ooh, that just ticked me off because now you're messing with the wrong person. Because I love cats. I would die for a cat. And I would, don't hold me on that. I would die for a cat. So for y'all bitches to be out here talking about some, I love cats, just because you know it's going to get women, I'm going to shoot you. I hate y'all. I hate performative men. Because you're performative. It's a theater. It's an act. Everything that I say, everything that I do, everything that I wear, everything that I draw, it comes straight out of me. With passion, with meaning, with definition, and with kindness. Okay? Sometimes. But these men, their whole life is a show. It's a play. It's a theater. And you got a free ticket. Congratulations. Even though you don't want to see it, you're going to see it now. Because they shove it in your face. Pause. These guys, there's no escaping from them. Whether it's in social media or in real life. Because I have seen damn well enough in real life. You a grown-ass man. Let me just put this out here. If you are 18 and above, that is grown enough to be acting like your own person. What happened to individualism? Figure it out yourself. And if that means going through an awkward phase, like performative phase, sure. But you have to eventually realize that this is not. Nah, this ain't it. Nah, this is not it. You gotta realize that you are fucked up. Yeah, there's something deeply wrong with you, actually. I'm gonna need you to assess that at a doctor. I'm the doctor for you, and I'm assessing you with type 2 diabetes. That has nothing to do with this video. Another fucked up thing about performative men, and it's just, it pisses me the fuck off, is their ability to take stuff that has nothing to do with them and turn it into something that has everything to do with them. And I'm gonna put out a very obvious answer right now, but Clairo. You listen to Clairo, you think a woman like Clairo, who has shared her passion and intimacy with women, would give a fuck about you? You listen to Lana Del Rey? No, you don't. Don't ever say that. If you ever said that to me, I'm gonna act like you didn't say that to me. You listen to Lana Del Rey? A man listens to Lana Del Rey? And here's the fucked up thing. I don't even listen to Lana Del Rey, but what do you mean you listen to Lana Del Rey? If anything, you are the last person who's gonna be listening to Lana Del Rey, mister. And you know why? Reason number one. Mister, you're a man. You're not listening to Lana Del Rey, and if you are listening to Lana Del Rey and you like her music, you will never understand her like we do. Okay? Okay? And that's the fucked up thing, and I'm gonna just have to say it straight to your face, you're never gonna understand her, and you're never gonna understand the importance of being a woman and enjoying stuff made by women for women, because you are not a woman. So stop acting like you're practically a woman. So what do you mean that in order to get into a woman's heart, you have to perform? First of all, you're gay. The fuck? Ew. You're gay. What the fuck? Second of all, in order for men to get into the heart for women, they have to actually be involved in a lot of things that that women are involved with. Like hating the patriarchy, reading literature, like specifically about feminism and stuff like that, just being in tune with like real life political problems and actually giving a fuck about our world. And then also dressing neatly, because as much as I hate the performative men, they do have some okay style, some of them. And just, what I'm trying to say is, in order to get into a woman's heart as a man, you have to cater to what a woman likes. In order to get to a woman's heart, you have to become a woman. But then, still as a man. And that's what I feel like defines performative men, you know what I mean? Let me just move on, because I made this whole shit a mess. This was a messy-ass topic. I feel like nonchalant men and performative men are on completely different ends of the spectrum. And I feel like a lot of people think that way. Because when I think performative, I think all black roadman, British UK. Am I really educated enough to talk about this topic? UK underground rap, SoundCloud rapper / producer in the meantime. Okay is the hardest listener. Shit, I'm basically describing myself. Alright. Ignoring the fact that this is literally my music taste, we're gonna say that nonchalant men are also that, okay? And they dress like dookie. Take that baklava off your face. That shiesty? A shiesty. You're wearing a shiesty in the big 2025. Take it the fuck off right now. You walk past a nonchalant man and you feel disgusted. Like, I just gotta shake that shit off me. Cause you're gay. And let me explain. You know what? All men are gay. What? Let me explain to you why nonchalant men are gay. You're doing this to impress who? Certainly not the women. The men. Yeah. We all know you're trying to impress the men. And that's the thing. You consume media from actual nonchalant people, inspiring people who have actual craftsmanship, and you dilute that media that you consume into a simple form, into a simple line, into a simple stereotype. All of this fresh media, this new media that is currently coming in 2025, you have diluted down to a simple form called nonchalance. You are not nonchalant. I am sorry to break it to you. You are not the father. You are not nonchalant. You really aren't. You're wearing all black. You lean against poles with one leg. You put on the wired headphones because why would anyone wear actual headphones? If you want to listen good music, you got to put on wired headphones, right? Yeah, of course. Wired headphones, black baggy jeans with big fucking black boots. And your only color palette is black and white. And you think you're cool? Motherfucker. Those aren't even actual colors. How about that? This performative and this nonchalance, and somehow it always ties back into being different. And I don't know how I'm gonna try and put these two together, but I feel like this also ties into being a minority somehow, or being from, like, having a different ethnicity. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but a lot of it kind of boils down to, like, so many of these other rappers and this underground scene usually comes from, I would say, just like poorer neighborhoods, you know, people trying to make it out of the hood and stuff like that. Again, don't take my word for anything because I don't know much about it. I'm gonna be so honest. But I feel like since that kind of happens, you're automatically kind of pushed into a scene. The underground scene already is mostly, predominantly not white. So people who kind of follow that realize, ooh, this is cool. Ooh, this is new, because all of the new voices, the new inspiration, the new art comes from mostly like just minorities, people who are just grown up differently. So they see that, and by they I mean like white people who are falling into the nonchalant trend and the performative trend. They see that and they're like, ooh, I need to be like that. So then they create this stereotype where it's like you dress all black and you speak with an accent and you consume this music and you consume this art and this fashion style, and then you can become different and cool, when in reality the new different has become the normal. Does that make any sense to y'all? I hope it does. I'm bad in phrasing my words, but I hope my point still stands. Like, it's just, like I stated before and like I will state again. If you are purposefully trying to be nonchalant, you've lost the plot. If you are purposefully trying to be nonchalant, you are quite literally going against the definition of what you're trying to stand for. You can't try to be nonchalant. You can't force yourself to be nonchalant. Nonchalance is something that happens just on its own. People seem to be getting in line all together, heading towards the same unique path. You're not heading towards something unique. You're just like everyone else around you. Look around you. You are all sheep, okay? And I'm the big bad wolf. Here's the fucked up thing. Think? Can you guys like and subscribe and send a prayer to me, because I think I'm mentally unwell. Here's one more thing I gotta say that's honestly gonna shock you guys, okay? Performative men work. They work. Being performative works. Women have been looking for men who understand them for God knows how long. Men who actually understand the struggles of females and the shit we have to go through, and someone who can actually talk about it with us. Part of the whole performative stereotype is They listen to like female artists who are liked by the majority of women. They read literature, which for women is typically more attractive in a man because that means he's educated, instead of consuming 6-7 brain rot slop. And the matcha part, I don't know where the fuck the matcha came from. Why are you guys drinking matcha? That shit is ass. But they do the type of stuff, and they're kind of aligned with how most women think. So it's kind of like being a woman, but with a penis. And that's like double the fun. Because you're just as good as any other regular like women, because you read literature and you're educated and you talk about the problems with the patriarchy, and you're against all this anti-feminist shit. So basically you're a feminist. And that's good. And then on top of that, you're a male, so you still come with the appearance of a male, which is, for straight women, it's like they're on their knees. Can I say that? Not in a weird way. I didn't even mean it in a weird way. I have more respect for performative men than I have for nonchalant men. Because at least they're trying. At least performative men are trying. What are you guys doing, nonchalant? You're just sitting there nonchalant. But now there's a difference between men who actually really understand it and actually read literature and actually give a fuck. And then there's the very performative. The very performative to the point where they pick out a book and they just literally open the book and they're just not reading. They'll just read over the same page like 5 times. Like, I know what you guys are doing. Why do you feel the need to perform? You want to perform? Go sign up for Wicked, Broadway. Do something good with your talent. Don't try to catfish women. But you guys just do that shit. And you guys just get away with it. Like, why? Why did we let them get away with this? Who let them get away with this? Someone needs to start picking up performative men and throwing them in prison. And I stand by that. Give them the life sentence. Take them to court. But yeah, this is just trends. And I have to be honest, it is a trend. Like, I don't think it's a lifestyle. I don't think it'll be here for very long. I mean, SD Kid will probably go out of fashion in a year. I don't hope for him because he's low-key good, but I think that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna find new underground artists. They're gonna find, or above ground artists maybe. That was funny, guys. They're gonna move on to new clothing brands. They're gonna move on to new music. They're gonna move on to new, well, not books. Nonchalant men don't read books because being educated is not cool. And the trend of being performative will hopefully also fade away because it is a plague. It is plaguing us. It is an illness, a sickness, a mental disease. So I hope it'll be gone, and if it's not gone by 2026, I will take it upon me to become the next Grim Reaper. I will be sucking the soul Pause. I will be taking the soul of all performative men out there, storing them in a little jar, and forcing them to watch actual feminist videos for hours on end until they want their brain to actually explode. What I would like to do to these men, the nonchalant men, you guys will be going to a mental hospital. I will be keeping you guys locked in there for like about a month or 2. You will be listening to classical music, spiritual music, soul music, get in some Erykah Badu, get in some Buddha Bar. I'm just get you guys to listen to that, some jazz. Take 5. Take 5 is too happy for them. You need some very calm jazz, And I'm going to be keeping you guys in there for like a month or 2 and just kind of let you guys assess and deal with the inner toxic masculinity that you've been hiding for so long. And I'll let you guys be chalant. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna let you guys, I'm gonna force you guys. You're gonna be chalant. Okay, it is the camp to, what is it? Not repent. Repent? No. I'm gonna reform you guys to chalants. You are gonna be chalant. Whether you like it or not, you're not gonna be nonchalant, okay? And I'm gonna put you, listen. I'm gonna put you on a healing path towards being chalant. I'm not gonna force you, but you have to, but I'm not gonna force you. I'm not gonna push it upon you. I'm gonna kind of let you heal on your own, let the battle scars just wash away with time, and I'm gonna calm your soul and your heart, and I'm gonna take away the SD kid. I'm sorry, I know it's painful. I'm gonna take away the UK underground scene from you. I'm gonna have you listen to some jazz and some soul music, and I'm gonna have you read some books. I know, listen, I know, but I'm gonna need you to listen to just read some books and calm your soul, and I will put you guys on the right path. And listen, when you get out of the camp, which could take from 1 month to 5 years, when you get out of the camp, you will be a healed person. You will be a new person. You will bloom into your true chalant self. Okay? Now, what I'm gonna do to performative men, yeah, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem. You see, you guys are going to a camp, but it's not reforming. No, it's a death camp. Welcome to death camp. You're not gonna be alright. I'm gonna kill you. You wanna put on a theater show? Matter of fact, I'm putting you in Broadway. Except it's Broadway that's played in front of me and several other guests, probably best friends of mine. And I'm gonna have hundreds of performative men play in a musical for me. On this huge theater that I'm gonna rent out. I sounded like Trump for a second. I'm gonna rent out this beautiful theater for me and my friends, and about 100, maybe even 1,000 performative men are gonna play in this beautiful musical. Since you guys want to perform so bad, you're gonna play in a musical about feminism. Okay? Thank you. Okay? Thank you. And you guys will not be drinking matcha. You will be reading literature about politics and about history, non-fiction. Because you guys want to be educated so bad, I'm going to educate you about real life problems. Okay? And problems that were, that are, and that will be. That's a bar. Someone write that down. And besides that literature, you are going to be listening to some harder music. We're going to introduce punk, okay? To kind of get you out of that little calm, claro phase, you're going to be listening to punk. You're going to educate yourself on rap and punk and hip-hop, and we're going to listen to all sorts of music, okay? And unfortunately, claro will be banned, okay? Some books will be taken off the shelves. And that includes all the book talks. Okay? Yeah, I'm sorry. I know it's tough, okay? Tote bags are gonna be burned at the stake. So I really hope you guys don't cry and you won't miss those. I'm gonna be your counselor. So then every single day, one by one, I will call you guys in, one after another, to have a talk with me, an assessment, okay? And we're gonna talk about how you're doing mentally, how you're feeling, if you've been acting more like yourself. And if you feel those performative tendencies coming back up, I'm gonna have to shoot you. But then we get your arm amputated, and then you can go back to the camp with the rest of the other people, you know? It's gonna be fine. It's not life-changing. It's not life-ending. Okay, you're just gonna get shot in the arm. You're gonna lose an arm. It's okay. Women have been through worse. You can deal with it, okay? You've never had a period, so relax. And that's basically how it's gonna be for, like, the rest of your life. And if you're doing really well, you get to go out in about a couple of years, but nothing less than 5 years. Anyways, I hope both of these men die. No, I'm kidding. I hope these trends, well, am I kidding? I hope these trends just pass away quickly. Very quickly, please. Like, can we just wrap it up before 2026, please? Well, I think 2026 is going to be the new change. Right. So I personally hate both of those, but if I had to pick, I would pick nonchalance. No, I wouldn't. I'd pick performative. And if you agree or disagree with me, that doesn't matter because I'm in your walls. Thank you guys for listening. If you made it this far, I would like to say you did, because I always like to think people like me, but if you didn't, no hard feelings. Wait, if they didn't... So ignore what I just said, because if you didn't make it this far, then you would have no clue that we don't have hard feelings. So, hard feelings, actually, yes, very painful feelings. But, to wrap this up quickly and shortly, because funny enough, my outros are actually the longest part of the video. To wrap this up short and simple, I would like to say that nonchalance and performative are both a physical and mental illness. And I hope that we can think of some cure, some remedies soon enough. I'm going to be meeting up with some doctors next week. We're going to discuss it a bit, how we can, handle this, and how we can pick it up, and just, me and my PhDs and my research, I know how to deal with men. And the only way to really deal with them is lock them up, but I'm trying to stay away from that. I'm trying to stay peaceful, so we'll see what we can do for you guys. I'll keep you updated on the cure. Last video got 1 view, so honestly, I think I'm getting some... I just stopped the recording with my fucking finger. That will be it for this video. Thank you for everything, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Roger. Okay. I'll see you guys. The whole table shook. Holy fuck. I need to stop doing that. Peace. Stay safe. I'm not gonna say drink water, stay hydrated. I don't give a fuck what you do. Just stay safe, okay? And have fun. Stay safe and have fun. That's the most important. Okay. Bye.